Stands. Beautiful stroke. That'll bounce off the boundary ball. It's first boundary of the inning.
Just pierce the fielders at mid-off and covers. Just whistle away to the boundary. Great shot. That'll do his confidence a world of good.
9th Odi. Nicely turned again by Ganguly. Now it's a good chase this. That's well fielded. In tandem for the Kenyans.
He's gone for that. It's flat and it's over the ropes. This is the way Sourav Ganguly has been batting in South Africa right through this series. Just dismissed the ball from his presence, and Martin Sudi saying, hang on, that's not part of the script. Well, it's a slog. There's no doubt about Zadoyo. Well, Ganguly is not going to let that go. That was a bit of a gift. The first really bad ball he's bowled.
It's going to take a time for some of the Kenyan players to come to terms. It's not just the batsmen that are going to have to come to terms with better bowlers, but the bowlers themselves are going to be bowling consistently at better batsmen when they play, you know, in the big league.
In the air, but he's not quite picked the gap. There's a man running around, a third man. Ganguly wants a second, and he gets there. And he picked his spot as well.
He's got that away fine. Short fine leg gets a hand to it. But the ball still reaches the boundary, so consecutive boundaries here for Tendulkar. Indians on a roll at the moment.
Where's that ball pitch? Oh, it was always sliding down, so he played it on merit. Fine leg up.
It's nice and fine. Lovely shot from Sachin Tendulkar. He's got plenty of time and just ran it off the face for four.
Even as a senior player in the morning, give catching practice to his colleagues. That's how he opens the pace of the bat. Use the pace of the ball also excellently.
Looking for one. Ganguly's got to get back. He does. So that's another good over from the leg spinner. Just 3 runs.
Their own making. Through a little frustration, they feel almost that they can hit every ball.
After your boy's got a half century.
Well, I think Thawad played one lovely knock. I think it was at Centurion Park. First time I'd seen him.
Might have been at Bloemfontein.
Was it? He played a lovely knock. And then he played an awful shot.
This is the venue for this 9th One-Day International in the Summer Spice Series, and India are really enjoying themselves in the sun. Morris Odumbe is the Kenyan captain, who has many questions to answer, really. The questions being posed by this wonderful opening partnership.
This certainly looks a very formidable side, Harsha. They've tinkered with the batting orders. Sehwag to come in at number 3. Already 217 on board, 13 overs to go. They'll sail over 300. And I think the Kenyans know their fate. They've already thrown in the towel.
Well, that was a very strange shot from Sachin Tendulkar. He'll come back for a second. Almost as if a little bit of extra bounce that caused him to...
Dry smile from Sourav Ganguly. Makes room. No cushion for the bowler in that area. Now, this is one area where he's really worked on his game. Improvisation personified from Sourav Ganguly. 4 written all over that. The moment he middled that, he knew there was no fielder in that position. It's the placement that really is so special from these two. Time the ball to perfection and place it beautifully.
That is a wonderful shot. And Tendulkar, with the precision of a surgeon, just makes another cut in the field.
Runs coming thick and fast for the Indians. Tendulkar totally in. This is the...
That's gone past mid-on. First boundary for Sehwag. Hitesh Modi was the fielder, but he was diving over the ball rather than looking to stop it.
Well, it's got to be a pretty ordinary effort from Hitesh Modi. The bowler entitled to believe that that should have been stopped. Was the wrong side all right? He's a left-hander, Hitesh Modi, but you can see over there that was...
It's a short delivery, and he's put that away. Just got into good position and helped it round the corner. 2 boundaries and a 6 in this over.
Totally clueless, Thomas Odoyo, in the final overs. Mark Poucher took him for plenty. And now Virendra Sehwag is repeating the dose.
Again, length ball and a crashing square cut. And another boundary. So the wheels coming off the Kenyans.
Will be a lot less expensive. VVS Lakshman out for 15, India 310 for 3.
27 matches. 488 runs for Yuvraj Singh. He replaces VVS Lakshman. And that's foxed everyone. Reverse sweep attempted. Wide signal. And a bounce. Wanting the single sent back. It'll be interesting to see the Kenyan approach in the first 15 overs. There's no choice but to go for the runs. And that's why, Sonny, I think the Indians can afford to attack with a little more men in catching positions.
Yes, I think the Kenyans will be looking to salvage some pride. Their bowling attack has been exposed right throughout this tournament.
And wrapped on the pads, may have just been going down the leg side. There was the man who did all the damage in that previous game against the Kenyans. The first one got optimum timing. Once again, this time off the front foot. The result will be the same. Consecutive boundaries for Ravinder Shah, and the Kenyan innings getting a move on.
Chavagal Srinath trying to compensate for the earlier delivery, which was just short of leg bowling. A lot fuller.
That's hit back down the ground. He'll get only the single, not quite timing it. Sachin Tendulkar, the man fielding there.
It's gone high off the top edge, and it's going to beat fine leg. Shivs under that. So in comes Steve Tikolo, a man who has led Kenya in the last 2 matches. High score 106 against Bangladesh, 96 against Sri Lanka. 30 years of age, good player, forceful player. Over 1,000 runs now in his 43 or 42 matches.
And it's very, very high.
Up in the air, somebody's got to come under it. It is dropped by Shivsundar Das. We've seen a few simple ones go down. He was running away from the ball, but the ball was in the air long enough. The thing you've got to consider if you want to be in his favor is, was the ball coming out of the lights?
Yes, it goes awfully high, and just does all the hard work. He gets nicely in position. Kind of turns on him just at the last second.
The incentive is there for him. Well, that's nicely played. Neatly turned around. Should get a couple comfortably.
Come on, guys, come on.
He's got to pick the right delivery. Harbhajan Singh can bowl the top spinner.
That's one leg.
So 104 for 4 it is. Hitesh Modi, the next man of the crease. He's had a bit of good fortune over the last couple of games. He was on a business trip in Cape Town and was asked to join the squad when silly point in position, also first slip. Well, it certainly was the quicker delivery, and he's got it away for a single. Flight as well. There certainly was a big gap between bat and pad in that situation for him to exploit.
Yes, he makes the batsman feel that the ball is there for the drive, and then suddenly the batsman finds that it's not quite there, as Thomas Odoyo found this time.
I know he expressed some reservations about the Kookaburra ball prior to this trip. He hasn't had enormous success with that previously. Sonny, any update on that?
I don't think he actually said anything of that sort. He might have said that he's not used to bowling with the Kookaburra balls. He wasn't making any excuses. Unfortunately, it looked as if he was making excuses because Muralidharan from Sri Lanka was picking the wickets while he wasn't. 108 for 4.
I presume, Sonny, these conditions will be very different to the conditions that India will face in Durban. He really has found a very, very nice rhythm at the moment, Harbhajan Singh. It's a real test.
He's also struck a very fine length, kind of length that the batsman is not comfortable with.
Nice bit of flight occasionally from time to time, but in Modi's mind, he'll be thinking, I can't afford to get out of my crease at all because I'll be in trouble. There's a look at the two graphs of the two innings. The top one, of course, is India. And very, very consistent indeed, and not too many dots, but down the bottom, plenty. There it is, there's the one that just goes on with the arm. Not picked by Hitesh Modi.
Two new batsmen at the crease. The scoring has come to a standstill. The odd run coming through.
He's had to go with that one. There's no one out there. It's not going to go all the way, though. Just the one bounce. And 4 runs and nearly taking out the cameraman. So a nice way to finish the over. 33 overs gone now. 117 for 4. There it is. It was a nice blow.
Yes, it was tossed up invitingly for Hitesh Modi. No protection for the bowler there.
Nice to see that Singh is giving the ball a little bit of air. That time he's been squeezed square on the offside before. So, a couple of boundaries in the last few balls.
Obviously, Thomas Arroyo and Hitesh Modi now believing that they are seeing the ball well. They've gauged the pace in the pitch, the bounce and turn as well. This one enough width given for the square drive to come into play.
A little bit flatter. Now this might be a little bit tight. Direct hit. Batsman is diving. And Ian Howe says, third umpire, Wilf Durdricks, check it out.
The ball went quickly enough to Harbhajan Singh at short third man. And he got it away very quickly. Now it's a question of whether Hitesh Modi has managed to get his bat back in time. Direct hit. That's why the umpires asked for the third umpire to come in. It's going to be very, very close. He may just have made it. It's the dive that has helped him.
Well, it's a classic example here, Sonny, whereas the missing frame. It's been referred to the third umpire, and there is a frame missing, and that could be crucial. I think he's going to be given the benefit of the doubt. Looks like the bat is on the ground as well, not in the air. So there it is, the green light, which signifies continue. So Wilf Durdricks, the man in the box, pushing the buttons. Fred Singh also has done a pretty good job. The only thing he's done wrong, I suppose, is borrowing Prasad's jersey. A little confusing for some of the spectators, I'm sure. Talked about Ganguly and Tendulkar. Be wrong for us not to mention Sehwag's innings.
Yes, what an innings he played. It was almost like the one Mark Cloucher played the other day.
There's another stumping for Rahul Dravid. So that's the third in his career. That's 3 balls he'll remember for a long, long time. And Singh has struck again. Thomas Adoyo is the man. He takes the long walk back.
Rahul Dravid has struggled a bit against Anil Kumble. Didn't quite pick him. Thomas Adoyo down the pitch, going for an ambitious drive, and Rahul Dravid making sure the bails are taken off, doing it in style as well, making it look as if it's something that he does every other day. Thomas Adoyo walking back for 12, India 125 for 4.
We've seen a few wickets fall of late. Martin Suj is the next man in, 30s of age. He had a little bit of tap today on his bowling. The first 5 overs went for 41. He's by far their best bowler. Didn't work for him. He's got some work to do with the bat, just averaging just over 7 in his 40 one-day international matches. Highest score of only 15 against Zimbabwe. I think that Rahul Dravid might have found himself a job for the final on Friday, Sonny.
I think so. I think that's what they'll try and do, strengthen their batting a little bit by having written the 9th Odi bat at number 7. He can also roll his arm over for a few overs.
Martin Suji hasn't got any runs really so far in the Summer Spice series. I suppose that's not his job. His job is to get wickets.
Yes, I hate to disturb the A-team, Mike, but I guess time's got to move on. Hazeman and Sidhu have got the house on fire here. As you know, we share commentators with Supersport from time to time. That's how Mike Hazeman was here a short while back. I was filling in at Supersport. But when Hazeman and Sidhu are together, everyone else is silent. Especially when Navjot Sidhu starts talking about ice skaters and pieces of clothing.
He's done a reasonably good job on this occasion, hammered through the covers. Short and really deserved the treatment that it got. Raj Singh, not the sort of bowler who gets the ball to turn that much, and if he pitches short, his kiddie customer, easy picking for Hitesh Modi. Just smack that through the covers. No protection, no real cushion for the bowler. 4 written all over it.
Sheriff just been admonished. Yuvraj Singh continues. Yes, Sheriff, all yours.
Coming back to my point, now if we have grass on this pitch, there's bound to be bouncy, there's going to be seam movement, good conducive environment for the faster bowlers. We're bound to play Venkatesh Prasad instead of Sodhi because he's got this ability to run through a side if the conditions are just right for him.
The sense of all cricket is competition. Boundary for Hitesh Modi.
That's a superb stroke from Hitesh Modi. Feet of Quicksilver on that occasion. Just picked it off his legs.
Well, it's a steep learning curve for the Kenyans. And they've had yet another lesson here today at Pal.
So we're not going for a break.
And that is the end of the Kenyan innings, the end of the 50 overs. It's 165 for 5. And India have beaten Kenya here at Pal by 186 runs. An absolute landslide win. Not too sure what the Kenyans might have taken from this, but they've been certainly outboxed, outgunned by the Indians tonight, as they were by South Africa on Monday.
Yes, towards the end, the Kenyans were just meandering along, and everyone was waiting for the end. 165 for 5 was what they managed. Kennedy Obuya, top scorer with 40, and it really didn't matter what the batsmen were doing towards the end. The victory target was so huge. Some good workouts for the Indian bowlers. Javagal Srinath and Ajit Agarkar had extended 7-over spells. Anil Kumble picked up a wicket as well, and Harbhajan Singh showed once again why he is in such sublime form. Yuvraj Singh picking up a couple of wickets as well. There are quite a few contenders for the Man of the Match award and all the other awards. Let's join Gerald de Kock with the awards.
Space of a couple of days, we've seen another record win by a side, and this is India. 186-run win over Kenya, a very impressive batting performance, and then slick in the field. Now, in the presentation party, the president of the Board Cricket Union, Mr. Henry Poulter, and from the sponsors, Standard Bank, Mr. Glyn Nash. We're going to start with the awards, the bowling awards initially, and there's one bowling award made to India's Harbhajan Singh for his figures of 7 overs, 1 for 14. Now, there are a couple of batting awards actually. The first one is to a man who now, this evening, became the 8th fastest to a 50 in limited over international cricket, a young man with great talent, Virinder Sehwag. His innings of 55 came in just 23 deliveries, his 50 coming in 22 balls. Phenomenal hitting we saw in the late afternoon. Another batting award goes to India's captain, Sourav Ganguly. He shared in a world record partnership of 258 for the first wicket. He made 100.